the meeting of the minds, in the serene sanctuary of my library, surrounded by towering shelves of worn tomes and the sweet scent of polished wood, I found solace among my cherished scholars and philosophers. Soft candlelight danced across the room, casting a warm glow on the charts and diagrams that adorned the walls, illustrating the intricate mosaic of human thought. Handwritten notes filled numerous tablets scattered across my desk, each a testament to my musings and reflections. The familiar comfort of my sofa beckoned, a well-loved refuge for my mind, where countless hours had melted away as I pondered life's mysteries. As the weight of the day eased, I curled up on my sofa, the familiarity of the library wrapping around me like a warm embrace. My eyes fluttered closed, and soon I drifted into a deep sleep, the boundaries of my reality blurring and fading, surrendering to the extraordinary realm of my dreams, a world that promised to change my life. The dream begins. In this vivid dream, I stood in a grand chamber, its walls adorned with portraits of history's most illustrious thinkers. Flickering candles illuminated the room, their gentle glow creating an atmosphere thick with anticipation. I was no longer merely H.S. Williams, I had become the epicenter of a gathering that transcended the bounds of time. Before me was an assembly of extraordinary minds, each bursting with life and wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, I began, determination flowing into my voice, I welcome you to this unprecedented gathering, united under the question, how can mankind advance equitably in a world fraught with challenges? The room fell silent, the anticipation palpable as these brilliant minds leaned in closer. I felt an electric energy pulse through me as I continued, we live in a time where scarcity shadows abundance. It is our duty to empower every individual, to eradicate poverty, provide education, and ensure access to health care. As my words echoed in the stillness, I raised my glass, my heart racing with conviction. To the evolution of mankind. May our collective wisdom illuminate a path toward a brighter future. Engaging conversations. Plato emerged first, his voice resonant and robust. Equitable advancement begins with education, dear friends. We must cultivate a society that prioritizes philosophical inquiry and nurtures our collective wisdom. Socrates leaned forward, a spark of mischief in his eye. Ah, but remember, I am but a seeker of truth. To know that you know nothing is the beginning of wisdom. Let us encourage questioning, for therein lies our growth. Next, Rumi spoke, his voice a melodic whisper that seemed to wrap around us like a soft shawl. Love is the bridge that connects our souls. It is compassion that ignites change. In our quest, we must center empathy in our actions and words. Angela Davis, fierce and passionate, rose to echo the urgency of our times. We cannot speak of equity without addressing the systemic oppression that plagues our societies. We must empower those who have long been silenced. Equity must be rooted in justice. I soaked in their words, marveling at the stunning contrast and mosaic of ideas woven together. Buddha contributed gently, true liberation comes from detachment. We must recognize our interconnectedness, embracing it as a source of strength. Simone de Beauvoir countered, her voice powerful and resolute. Yet let us not forget, while we strive for the collective good, our individual freedoms must remain sacred. We must allow each person to choose their path authentically. The dynamic connection between these minds filled me with awe as history's greatest thinkers engaged in this vital dialogue. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted, and the doors of our gathering swung open. The Unitas Symphony Orchestra emerged, youthful energy radiating from their vibrant presence. The conductor raised the baton, and the rich strains of Beethoven's Symphony No. 5 filled the air, an invitation to transcend with the music. The Symphony of Unity. As their music washed over us, I felt each note resonate deep within my being. It was more than a performance, it became an anthem of unity, binding us together. The evolving melody transformed into Symphony No. 9's Ode to Joy, lifting our spirits to unfathomable heights. In that shared moment, we stood as more than mere figures of intellect, we became a vibrant chorus of aspirations and melodies, celebrating the hope for a future woven through our voices and dreams. Keynote speech. With the music as a backdrop, discussion swelled once more. Martin Luther King Jr.'s voice rang out like a clarion call from history. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We must rise together for equity, it nourishes our collective soul, Simone de Beauvoir chimed in, her expression resolute. To achieve true freedom, we must honor the dignity of each individual. Only then can we collectively thrive. Kwame Anthony Appiah joined the fray, advocating for global citizenship. Our richness lies not just in our diversity but in our capacity to forge connections that honor our shared humanity. And Bell Hooks elevated her voice, passionately speaking of intersectionality. We must approach equity with a nuanced perspective, recognizing the complexities that underpin our struggles. Each voice matters, and we must advocate for those often overlooked. With the music and discussions blending beautifully around me, I felt compelled to deliver my own thoughts. To empower our existence, we must shatter the limitations that bind us. True wealth resides not in material possessions, but in cultivating wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness, I asserted, my passion igniting the room. Alan Watts nodded, infusing my heart with calm as he stated, the meaning of life isn't a fixed destination, it's an evolving dance, a breathtaking dance between chaos and order that we must all embrace. Closing reflections. As our gathering reached its climax, St. Augustine rose with gentle authority in his presence. As Heraclitus wisely noted, no man ever steps in the same river twice. We shall leave here transformed, carrying the invaluable insights gained tonight. Applause erupted, a harmonious blend of gratitude for the connections forged and the exciting futures envisioned among us. This dream gathering had become an ethereal mosaic, vibrant and timeless. With exhilaration coursing through me, I turned to the guests, my voice mingling with the echoes of joy. Let's capture this moment with a picture. It's a milestone we shall always remember. They gathered, radiating laughter and smiles, an intimate snapshot of unity in a world of diversity. As Plato rested a hand on Socrates' shoulder, Rumi and Confucius shared a knowing look, and Angela Davis stood proudly alongside Bell Hooks, fists raised in solidarity. Epilogue, a reflection on the journey. As the dream world started to fade, and I felt the familiar pull of consciousness returning, I savored every moment shared with these extraordinary minds. I awakened amidst the books and notes of my library, feeling the insights from my dream surge through me like electric current. The shared wisdom, those thoughts, reflections, and ideals, would remain etched within me, guiding my actions and inspiring my writing. In that sacred space of my consciousness, I understood that this meeting of minds was not simply a figment of my imagination, it was a call to action, a dream-turned mission, urging me to amplify these profound philosophies into the world, to foster dialogue, and advocate for the change we collectively yearned for. From the mind of H.S. Williams,